impossible to come back and win this one, 73-72. A March hero is born. Braylon Mullins hits the dagger.
Hey, everybody, have a great week.
That was a good game. It was a good basketball weekend for sure. We got our Final Four. Oh, yeah, you picked Duke, didn't you?
Man, I had the Final Four. Just needed them.
You had all the other three?
I had Michigan, Arizona, and Illinois.
You picked Illinois?
Duke. Yeah.
Okay.
And I had them losing to Duke.
Oh.
And I had Michigan losing to Arizona, so I still have that. I have Arizona winning the championship.
Okay.
So
we'll see what happens.
But man, Michigan looks good.
Yeah,
oh my God.
They do. Yeah, they do. Welcome to your week. A high of 72 today. The week as a whole is starting off pretty nice, although we do have a chance of rain kind of off and on throughout the beginning of it every single day, so we'll see what happens. How are you, Kelly, on a Monday?
Great.
Everything was good this weekend?
Yeah, we took Moses for the first time in, I'm embarrassed to say, probably 2 years for a bath because he hates water. He hates it. He will not let us bathe him at home. He thrashes. He has put gashes on our legs, and yeah, it's a very traumatic experience for him. But we're like, buddy, you're overdue.
It's got to happen.
So we went to Mutts and Company. They have those washing bays, dog washing bays.
Yes.
This dog screamed the entire time.
What?
Yeah, just the way if you've ever had a beagle or you know somebody who's had
and they can howl, too.
It is the most ear-piercing. He embarrassed the family so badly. I'm like, now I remember why it's been 2 years. Because it's traumatic for all of us.
Wow.
We do not look good as a family unit right now.
So if you were walking him on the beach, he wouldn't touch the water?
He might go over, but once his paws get in, he's not interested.
Wow.
No.
People had to be cracking. Well, they had to be cracking up when they first saw it, but then after a while, they're like, "Okay, can we turn the volume down?"
We went as fast as we could. I'm like, "But this is as good as it's going to be."
Yeah.
Yeah. I walked out. We walked out with him, and this woman was standing there. She just started laughing. Like, sorry.
What do you do?
Sorry for the disturbance, folks.
What do you do? Thick, how was your weekend, man?
That was great, man. Had a great time celebrating 74 birthdays on Saturday.
I don't know if I've ever been to a birthday dinner where at the table there were more birthdays than non-birthdays.
It was exactly half.
Oh, what?
It was 5 out of 10.
Right.
We had 10 of us, and five people were having birthdays.
That's still that's a lot.
It's crazy.
Usually you go for a birthday dinner for someone, or maybe, let's say, 2 people. But yeah, half the party was celebrating birthdays.
And all 5 were within a week's time of each other.
Yep. Yeah, so it was a good time on Saturday for sure.
Our aviators, they did not win their opener last night in their inaugural season opener.
Yeah, expansion teams tend to.
Well,
do
I mean,
that.
it was good. They were driving for the tying touchdown at the end. They just ran out of time, but they'll have their home opener this Friday night at historic Crew Stadium.
Yeah,
so
should be a good one for sure. All right, welcome to your week. A lot to do, a lot to talk about. We've got your tickets for Weezer all week long. The Shins and Silver Sun Pickups are going to be with them, and they're going to be at Nationwide Arena coming up October 6th, so we'll get you hooked up with that. I want to know if you are a miracle survivor, because I was reading more about this LaGuardia crash.
Yes.
And I remember there was a daughter of a flight attendant who was in the jump seat who got launched from the airplane after this airplane hit this fire truck, strapped into the jump seat still, and they found her like 100, 125 feet away from the airplane. She survived. Launched out of this plane. So I was like, oh, you know what? I actually kind of should not be here. I was kind of a miracle survivor. So I'll tell you that story, and I want to know if you were one of those as well. It's Monday. We've got our gummy thoughts, but let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick,
right.
what you got?
By the way, I did want to shout out Matt the Miller. First time I ever ate there. Very good food.
Good food, yes.
Quality food at Matt the Miller.
Did a good job.
So. All right, $25 up for grabs to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. Actor James Tolkien passed away at age 94. James, of course, had a role in the movie Back to the Future and the movies.
Yes.
And I just want to know, what character did James Tolkien play in Back to the Future? First one to text that in at 800-821-9970 gets the gift card.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was, actor James Tolkien has died at age 94, and he had a role in the Back to the Future trilogy. What character did he play? And that, of course, was Principal Strickland.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker. You remind me of your father when he went here. He was a slacker, too.
Then, of course, he also had a prominent role in Top Gun.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know that his call sign was Stinger. A lot of people don't know that.
I got to do something here. I still can't believe it. I got to give you your dream shot. I'm going to send you up against the best. You two characters are going to Top Gun.
Instead, they should be flying a cargo plane full of Robert Dog crap out of Hong Kong.
That's right. But, yeah, he was in War Games. He's been around for a minute. He's 94 years old. But, yeah. So,
who's our winner?
That would be Alan Piles from Lancaster. He was first. He gets $25 to waterbeds and stuff.
All right, congratulations. As you're heading out the door this morning, you might have to do your weekly fill-up, which can be frustrating as gas prices are going up. But here's another rumor for you that has been floating around online, the good old conspiracy theory. Some people have noticed. I'm just not getting the boost out of my engine that I have with my V6 and my V8. I'm not getting that oomph that I usually have with my engine. And I also notice I'm not getting as much gas mileage as I used to have. They're diluting the gas.
Oh, come on.
I think they're diluting the gas with ethanol. We're not getting as much gas as we should. Well, last week the EPA announced that they are actually tweaking the rules. Now, here's the thing. It's not going into effect legally until May 1st. But they are going to allow more gas stations to cut gasoline with ethanol, which will make it cheaper, but it yields less power and worse fuel economy for your engine. So if you have noticed that you're not getting as much out of your gasoline, have they started doing this already? Some people online are saying that they are. So,
does it hurt your motor at all?
I don't think it hurts your motor because I know, if you need premium gas, my takes the mid-grade.
Yeah, I got to use 89.
Got to do it. Yeah. Otherwise, you will see less performance, and sometimes you can even get damage. But no, they're saying ethanol doesn't damage it. It just, again, makes it less powerful. You're getting less gasoline out of it because it is diluted, and it's weakening the gas, so you're getting less gas mileage. So
should we move to the 91?
Here's the thing. They're saying that I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, because you can either pay more for gas and get your gas mileage out of it, or they can cut it a little bit, make gas cheaper because they're putting more ethanol in it, but you're going to get less gas mileage
more
out of
often.
It. Right. Yeah. So, like I said, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. They say that these rules are going to go into effect May 1st, so you may start noticing a difference for summertime. We'll have to wait and see. Yay!
Oh, man, watching the number tick up yesterday. I was filling up Charlie's truck. I was like, I typically don't pay attention, but it was kept going.
Obviously seeing the dollar sign tick up can be frustrating. But what really gets me is when I'm staring at the screen and I'm watching how fast the dollar sign is moving and how slow the gallons are moving. And I'm like, wait, that's supposed to be a little more even.
Yeah.
I need a little more of a neck and neck race here.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. We'll wait and see what happens come May 1st. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us down south. We have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? Down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the Broward County Convention Center had the Barbie Dream Fest, which was billed as the ultimate Barbie fan weekend, promising attendees interactive experiences, unique programming, a star-studded panel, and other unforgettable experiences. However, video has shown not so much. If you remember, it was, about 2-3 years ago over, I think in Germany, they had a Willy Wonka experience and people paid a bunch of money and they had one cardboard cutout mushroom and a guy standing behind a door dressed as what looked like Willy Wonka on LSD. He would jump out at you and people were not happy. Well, I don't know if it's by the same people because people paid up to $450 a ticket for the Barbie Dream Festival. And yeah, they had a life-size Barbie dream house. I mean, how cool would it be to walk through a life-size Barbie dream house?
Very cool.
Basically what it was a wood paneling that was painted like the front of a house, against a wall. It was 2D. It was flat. Like you just got to stand in front of the front door. They put some fake grass, like the fake green felt in front of it. They had like 2 beach chairs out in front of this wood painted. $450. They had the Barbie Jeep experience, and basically what they did was they put like driving cones out, and you got to drive a Barbie Jeep, the toy Barbie Jeep, around the cones.
Oh, a toy Barbie Jeep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They have it in this huge convention center, and basically it's every couple hundred feet you had something. So you just had this open space of nothingness with a couple things here and a couple things there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
What a scam.
People were not happy.
Who made the call to go forward? That's what I want to say. Because, most of the people were like, we got to call it. We've got to call it. This is DOA. We cannot open this exhibit. It's terrible.
And no word on like refunds or anything, but basically everyone online was like, "This event sucks."
Yeah, Kelly, I don't think they cared that it was terrible. I think they knew it was terrible and didn't care. I think it was a money grab.
What they going to do?
This was just a money grab.
If you're a respectable person, you'd be like, "Yeah, we can't do this." These people are obviously not respectable people. A lot of people are calling it the Barbie Fire Fest.
That's what it sounds like.
That's exactly what it sounds like. Now, where you should spend your money, and it won't cost you $450, is on this new app I want to tell you about. Someone decided to create a new app you can put on your MacBook. It'll cost you $5, and it's called Slap Mac. And basically, what it allows you to do is literally slap the side of your computer. Have you ever been frustrated with your computer before?
Yes.
And you're like, "Oh, come on!" You give it a hit on the side there. Wouldn't you want a reaction? Wouldn't that make you feel better if you actually got a reaction from your computer or your laptop after you slapped it because it did something wrong? Well, for $5, you can have it. Slap Mac. Now, what happens when you slap your Mac? Well, that's up to you, because Slap Mac has some different settings that you can set it to. Here's someone who purchased it giving us a little bit of an example. Take a listen.
This is my new favorite app. It's called Slap Mac. And basically you slap your Mac and it makes sound. The goat one. And it also counts how many times you've slapped it.
I want Cardi B.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Slap it.
The app, if your laptop's acting, like you don't want it to, and you reach up, you just give your MacBook a good old slap.
Bitch! Yes.
$5.
You won't die.
I think that is a genius way to make $5. And so did other people. It was up on the App Store for 2 days. I'm sorry, no. It was created in 2 days. The program was written in 2 days. And in 3 days, this person made $5,000.
Wow.
Off a $5 Slap Mac app.
I love it.
Those first couple, she, being the computer, she sounded like she liked it.
She did a little bit.
This is my new favorite app. It's called Slap Mac. And
no, that would make me want to punch it more.
Basically, you slap your Mac and it makes sound.
Nope. I am throwing you through a window.
Stop it, MacBook. You're being a bad girl.
Gross.
Better start acting right. Otherwise, I'm going to have to slap you again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'd be switching to Dell.
Dell, you're right. You're done with Apple. I go right to Dell.
Apple.
You're going to get a spanking.
I'll crack your window. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it, you can jump on the App Store. It's called Slap Mac. You can pick it up. That's your Not So Breaking News 99.7 The Blitz. We were just telling you about Slap Mac, a new app you can buy for $5, which makes it so when you hit your computer, it makes a sound. People love sound effects, love adding sound to things. But I want to switch gears a little bit about people who make sounds. And I would like to introduce you to someone who I found while doom scrolling over the weekend. He is a man who has got a TikTok account filled with various things, but he also has one special skill. And so I'd like you to meet Derek Washington.
Hi, my name is Derek Washington, and today I'm going to be doing animal noises.
Derek Washington makes animal noises.
Okay.
But here's what I want to do, because apparently Derek's very good at making animal noises. So I'm going to play you a clip. He's going to name the animal. okay? And I want you to at least, you can try. I would like you to try and make the sound, or at least kind of describe the sound of the animal.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to show you how the expert does it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what is the first animal Derek is going to do?
Number 1, a hyena.
Hyena.
Oh.
What does a hyena sound like?
Well, I don't really know. My best guess would be
Okay.
they're laughing. Right?
Laughing. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. Derek Washington. What does a hyena sound like?
I kind of nailed it.
You kind of did. You kind of did. What's the next animal, Derek?
Okay, next, a peacock.
A peacock. I don't know if I've ever really heard a peacock. They used to have them roaming around the Detroit Zoo. They were like the one thing that was allowed to roam for free, so you'd be shocked all of a sudden when they would come out from behind the wheel. Like, oh, there's just a peacock roaming around. But I don't know what a peacock sounds like.
It might be loud.
You think so?
Yeah, like...
All right. What does a peacock sound like? Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought that was him. That was Thick.
No, that was Thick. That was Thick giving a peacock impression. Okay, what does a peacock sound like?
Oh, yeah, we were way off.
Can I play a real one?
Oh, you have a real... Yeah, what does a peacock sound like? So I'd say Thick was a little bit closer.
Wait, so this guy's just doing any kind of sound he wants? There's no real...
There you go, Kelly. This is his interpretation.
His interpretation.
It's what he thinks it's going to sound
when he looks at it, like what he thinks it should sound like. So we're both doing the same thing, but he's just making money off it.
Yeah, I would have to assume that he doesn't really know what they sound like.
Oh, that's hilarious.
One more time on the real peacock. Okay. And what does Derek think? Not real close.
That sounds more like a turkey.
A little bit, yeah. What's the next animal, Derek?
Next, a flamingo.
Oh, a flamingo.
I have no clue.
I have no clue what a flamingo
Do
sounds like.
they even make noise?
That's a good question, yeah. Derek, what does a flamingo sound like?
Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
What is that? What?
It's like an ape. Has this guy ever been to a zoo?
I don't think so. He definitely did not grow up with a speak and spell. Or, yeah, the speak and say. The speak and say.
Is this guy really famous? He got a lot of followers? I mean, what do you know?
I don't know. What's the next animal, Derek?
Next, a seal.
A seal.
A seal, okay.
Is that like a whatever they do?
That's a little monkey-ish. But you might be right.
Yeah, you know.
You
Like
might
a
be
bark.
right.
They do have a bark.
Yes. That's right. What does a seal sound like?
Week, 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 week.
Nope. No.
That sounds like someone trying to fall asleep. What's the next animal, Derek?
Next, orangutan.
An orangutan.
I
Okay.
think we could all make it.
Yeah, a decent orangutan sound. What's an orangutan sound like?
That's about right.
I mean, not bad.
All right.
It's not awful. At least it's monkey-ish.
Yeah, right.
What's the next animal?
Next, a chimpanzee.
Oh, okay. So another
Same
monkey.
Yeah, same as a monkey.
Okay.
All right.
Chimpanzees do that.
Yes, they can get very angry. What's the
He
next
does know
animal?
the monkey, the whole monkey kingdom. He seems to kind of nail that.
Yes. Do we have? What's the next one?
Next, a spider monkey.
Oh, a spider.
Oh, okay. So he's changing it up a little bit. Spider monkey. What does a spider monkey sound like?
Okay.
No, wait. Listen one more time. It's a spider monkey. Because what he did...
Taking a whiz?
No, but what he did in the video was he goes... "Ooh, ooh, ooh," and then he takes his wrists and points them out like Spider-Man shooting webs and goes...
I can't believe you hung in there this long.
I know.
This guy's video.
Oh, no. I went through a few. He's on my FYP now. I went through a few videos of his for sure. Do we have another animal? What's next?
Okay, next, a kangaroo.
A kangaroo.
Okay.
What does a kangaroo sound like? I have no idea.
know.
Animal sound expert, Derek Washington knows what a kangaroo sounds like.
Okay,
What? That sounds like every other monkey he did.
Yeah.
What is it?
Kangaroo's not part of the monkey family.
It's just like
What, do we have a last one?
okay, anteater when they eat the
anteater.
An anteater when he eats the ants.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
What is
anteater when they eat the ants. The anteater, okay, they go like this.
Okay. That way, you all the way through. You just kept watching
the whole thing. God. And hey, if someone is an animal sound expert, if I find an expert on something I am not an expert in,
right.
I like to stick around. I like to learn things.
Everyone knows an anteater that sounds like, that is a tasty burger.
Right there. I love that at the end.
He sounds like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Or Scooby. Yeah.
Or Scooby, yeah, absolutely. Find the man. Derek Washington on TikTok. Well worth it.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
The FBI is now investigating after a reported bomb threat on a Frontier Airlines flight from Columbus to Atlanta. I guess the story is that this guy sits down and starts threatening the woman who was next to him. Can you imagine? It's like, my gosh, you're already on edge. You're on a flight. You're like, I just want to get to my destination.
Right. Travel is already stressful enough.
Yeah. So anyway, apparently he said he was threatening this woman, then said he had a bomb, etc. So they ended up in Atlanta, moved the plane to an isolated runway, and then authorities determined the threat was not credible. The case is being reviewed for possible charges.
It's very hard to say what you would do in a certain situation unless you've been in that situation.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling in my gut that if I was on a plane and someone said something like that, I'm instantly tackling them or sitting on them or something.
Yeah, we're not putting up with that anymore.
Yeah. I forget the innocent until proven guilty or what. No, I'm jumping. I'm jumping on them. There's no way. I'm not taking any chances until the flight attendant gets there and hold him down until the police get there.
We're done being polite.
Especially with
to people who are
stupid crap
nuts.
like that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not something to joke about.
No. Yes. Will Tiger Woods make any kind of an appearance at the Masters? There was kind of rumors. Is he going to play? Is he going to show up and watch? Who knows? But of course, Friday he had the rollover car crash on Jupiter Island, which led to his arrest and a DUI charge. So he's driving on Friday. He lives on Jupiter Island, said to have attempted to pass a work truck, clipped the truck's trailer, rolled his vehicle. He was uninjured, but is said to have appeared lethargic and showed signs of impairment. He passes a breathalyzer test with flying colors. But officers say, we needed some extra testing because we're definitely sure that he was impaired.
Of some sort, yeah.
Take him into the jail. He refuses to take
blood work or
urinalysis.
Yeah.
Urinalysis. So he refuses the urinalysis and then was charged with DUI with property damage and refusal to submit to a lawful test. Are you allowed to refuse? Once you've been arrested?
Yes.
Once you've been taken into custody, you can refuse.
Yes.
And then they have to get a warrant to get your urine or your blood.
Yep.
Every lawyer will tell you to refuse.
Yes.
I don't know. Did they get a warrant then to get
I don't know, because it seems weird that you will be charged with a DUI with no proof of under the influence of anything.
And in fact, there's more proof that you weren't impaired.
Right.
Because the test you did submit to showed nothing. So I don't see this really going anywhere outside of like you caused a crash. You caused some property damage.
Yeah. That's man, him and vehicles don't get along.
No.
Tiger Woo.
So word is he was thinking about either playing in the Masters or just being there to watch Rory McIlroy defend. But he is registered to compete here at the Scioto Country Club in Upper Arlington for the U.S. Senior Open, and that's scheduled for July 2nd through the 5th. I do have some Rush sound. I wanted to tell you that Rush's Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson played live with the band's new touring drummer, Annika Niles, for the first time last night at the Juno Awards in Ontario, Canada. The Juno Awards are basically the Canadian Grammys. They opened the event. Nobody's seen this band yet with Annika Niles, and they played Finding My Way off their very first album. First track, first album. They're like, when asked why they chose that one, they're like, why not? We've got a million things we could play.
Yeah.
Let's just do song one off album one. So that's why they did it. But yeah, so they also have a keyboardist who will be touring with them named Lauren Gold. And here's a little piece of what they played. Yeah, Geddy Lee. He's in full form.
I was going to say, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. It was cool to see the performance. To see Annika Niles, number one. She is an absolutely, mind-blowing drummer. And just to see Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson sing and play was incredible.
That's really cool.
Really, really neat.
Especially because they still sound good. Because we know some aging rock stars that are on tour right now, and you're like, ooh, should you still be on the road?
Yeah.
They sound good.
You know they've been working out of the gym.
Yes.
You're going to put on a 2-hour show. Yeah, I bet they are in absolute top peak form. And those are your three things.
All right, so on Saturday, we got together for a group birthday dinner. Because my birthday was, last week. But my best friend Scott's birthday was on Friday. Thick's son Tyler, his birthday was on Saturday. We had Scott had another friend here in Columbus. His birthday was also on Friday. So we did this big group dinner. There were 10 of us. And then afterwards, a group of us, including Thick and his wife Heather, myself and Nora, and Tyler and his wife Tess, who works here at the Blitz, we all went back to their place, as we do, to throw darts, hang out. We were watching some of the Elite Eight on TV. And it was about 8:20. I can tell you for a fact, it was 8:27 p.m. when I was sitting on the couch watching TV. And I grabbed my phone, and I happened to open my email, and all of a sudden, all these emails pop up. And I was like, whoa, what the? And I start scrolling through them. Social Security Administration, European Stability, U.S. Copyright Office, Security and Exchange Commission, Center for Medicare, Internal Revenue Service, FDIC subscriptions, Library of Congress, more Internal Revenue Service. I've got 20-some emails from the government.
Uh-oh, somebody got your email.
And they signed me up for all these subscriptions. From the Social Security Administration, I've been subscribed to the topics, press releases, W2 News, Social Security blog, retirement, disability, and veterans, because they put out little newsletters of information. I've been signed up for all those.
But is that the legit Social Security?
Yes. These are all coming from
somebody signed you up.
Yes.
Oh, you definitely were subscribed.
Yes. Someone used my email and subscribed me to these. You subscribe to topics for the U.S. Copyright Office. I subscribe to the topic Copyright E-Service Maintenance, Copyright Legislative Developments, Copyright Creative at Work, What's New at the U.S. Copyright Office.
So this isn't spam. This is a legitimate sign-up situation.
No, but as I'm trying to figure out why in the hell someone would sign me up for all these things, Nora actually did run it through ChatGPT to ask what was going on. And it's known as a scam tactic called email flooding or subscription bombing. It's coming from the legitimate agencies that you got signed up for. So these are all the official government pages. But what's happening is a bot is signing my email up to a ton of legit newsletters. And the goal, there's two goals here. Either one, to bury you in unimportant emails and spam. So there is a real email that they don't want you to see. You're going to quickly go through and maybe click on something. A fraud alert, purchase confirmation. Let's say someone got your credit card, right? Yeah. And they made a purchase. Mm-hmm. And you get an email from your bank saying, hey, this was a weird purchase. But then they just bomb you with a ton of emails. So that email gets buried
to hide
on
their
page
theft.
2 or on page 3. Yes. The other thing that could be happening is they want me to log in and click one of the links, because if I click the link, it shows that my email account is active, and then they can find out who's real people and who to, try and scam. So, yeah, if you got bombarded like I did, I put it on Facebook. I was like, hey, did anyone else just get bombarded by government emails? Because I've never had that happen to me. It was the craziest thing. I was like, I would never sign up for updates from the U.S. Copyright Office. That makes no sense. Which one's this? U.S. Department of Commerce Communications. I've been successfully created a subscriber preference. What?
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I get tons of spam every day in my email, but I have never been signed up for things like that.
Yep. I do love this, though. Show you the type of person I am. I emailed one of my good friends who's known for doing this. This is the guy I told you about who will sign you up. He'll rip out the magazine subscription inserts to sign you up for a free Cat Fancy subscription.
Yeah.
He'll do that kind of stuff. So I did text him and say, hey, there's no way you subscribe me to a ton of government websites and updates, right? And he replied back, he goes, not a chance. You're definitely the last person I would mess with. I know you would retaliate with brute force.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, at least people know it's out there. So
he knows you.
If I find out who did this, just know it's coming. Oh, yeah, it's a Monday morning. Got a very busy week ahead for the final couple days of March, rolling into April. I mean, just alone, the next couple days are going to be so busy as I finalize all the plans and get all the schematics and put all the pieces in place for the amazing prank I have coming April 1st for Kelly.
Oh, don't you even give me that kind of anxiety. Don't do it.
Oh, Kelly,
don't
you
lay it
love to
on
be
me.
pranked.
See, initially it started as like notes on the back of a piece of paper. Now it's like a binder. Like I have multiple pages to like, the schematics are insane. Like Wile E. Coyote didn't have these kind of schematics.
See, Kelly, you know him. Once you tell him something, he's going to go all in on it. If he finds out you don't like to be pranked on April Fool's Day,
man.
he's going to come up with multiple pranks.
Not everyone appreciates your jokes, okay? And I think you found that out the hard way over the weekend at the bar.
I did.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not everyone appreciates your jokes.
That is true.
Damn, we can't share that one.
No, I can't share that one.
Let's just put it this way. Jokes on Goose.
Yes, that is true. Anyways, I took extra gummies to make sure I got a good night's sleep.
Oh, I got anxiety now. Good night. Go on.
Just the thought of it.
Oh, man. However, the gummies kicked in before I fell asleep, so I wanted to share some of my gummy thoughts with you as I was dozing off to La La Land. I was wondering, you know how dancers get ready? You go to the audition, and they're ready, and they're like, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Do dancers use 5, 6, 7, 8? Because musicians took 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. Yeah.
They just had to take the next set of numbers.
Why do they start at
That's
5?
good.
You know? A lot of times because when you're learning choreography, you're picking up in the middle.
It is called a pickup. That's
Yes.
the official
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So
now I get it. Yeah, that
maybe
makes
you're
sense.
thinking about 1, 2, 3, 4 is the beginning of the song.
Right.
So since we're in the middle of the song,
That makes
5,
sense.
6, 7, 8. I thought about this before falling asleep. Why do we only cure a pig after it dies?
Aww. That is a really interesting
Do you think
thought.
we could use that?
Aww.
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. If you put a pizza on top of another pizza, you've got 2 pizzas, right?
Yes.
You got a double pizza.
Yeah. Put some lasagna on top of another lasagna, you just have a giant piece of lasagna.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no difference there. They just 2 becomes 1.
Yeah.
I thought about this. If cheetahs are the fastest animal in the animal kingdom, why do we measure things in horsepower?
And not cheetah power.
And cheetah power.
That's a great question.
Yeah. I thought about this before dozing off last night. Would a shark play the harmonica with its mouth or its gills?
Gills.
So you just got a shark with harmonica sticking out the side of its head?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yep, that's exactly how it would go.
Okay. And then I bet they could do some cool music because you could move the harmonicas differently on each gill, so you could play 2 different notes and you could have things going on.
Oh, yes, like one of those one-man bands.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the one shark band.
You put a harmonic on one side, a kazoo on the other side.
Could do that as well. Last thought before I dozed off to La La Land last night and got a beautiful night of sleep. If you switch the C and the D in cookie dough, you get Dookie cough. And then it was
I don't ever want that.
And then it was no one wants a Dookie cough. Oh man. Oh God, would that just be the worst medical ailment of all time? Oh God. Yeah.
Maybe chugging penicillin.
Dookie cough would be the worst. And then it was off to La La Land for me for a great week ahead. Those are Gummy Thoughts for a Monday. We were talking about the crash last week at LaGuardia where what airline was it? United?
No, Alaskan.
Alaskan Airlines, right.
Yep.
And they were crossing one of the runways, and there was a fire truck crisscrossing the runway. And there was contact between air traffic control and the airplane and the fire truck, and unfortunately something went awry, and the fire truck pulled right in front of the airplane as it was getting ready to take off, and there unfortunately was an accident. Both pilots were killed. But there was a woman who was the daughter of a flight attendant, and she was in one of the jump seats. Not even like in a real airline seat, just that little fold-out, like the thing you put out for weddings type chair. Like, it was just a little fold-out chair. She got ejected from the airplane and thrown like 150 feet. And they found her still buckled into the jump seat, and she was okay. She was injured, but she was okay. That's insane.
Yes, it's insane.
What is that moment like where you're just like,
That's Final Destination.
I'm flying! Like,
when you finally sort of ingest what has happened to you, you have to know there's a calling on your life. If you were saved for a purpose, I feel like that you should be dead.
I feel like your ticket was punched, and then someone upstairs was like, well, not wrong one! And they take the ticket back at the last minute, and then you hit the ground and roll around and end up surviving.
Yeah.
But it did remind me of a time that my buddy and I went on a ski trip, and we were staying at a family member's house of his out in Colorado, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's in bed, everyone's asleep. I was sleeping on the couch that night, and I had to go to the bathroom. But the house is pitch black. There's 0 night lights in that house, and so all I can do is, because I've never been there before, is literally just feel my hand on the wall, and I find the door, and I walk into the bathroom. Except it wasn't the bathroom; it was the basement, and so my body, thinking I'm going to hit the ground, I put my weight on my leg, ended up spinning me backwards, and I fell down an entire flight of stairs.
Oh my God.
In midair without touching any stairs on the way backwards.
Oh my God.
And not only that, I landed on a computer monitor that was on the ground, right in the middle of my back.
You should have broken your back at least.
Or another foot would have been right on the back of my neck.
Dang.
It would have been game over.
No injuries?
It knocked the wind out of myself.
Whoa.
And that was it. Yep.
Wow.
I lay there for like 20 minutes going, couldn't call for help because I couldn't breathe. And then I ended up crawling up the stairs and...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But you were
black.
okay.
Yeah, I couldn't
no
believe
injury.
it. No injuries. No, couldn't believe it. So I want to know, are you a miracle survivor? Did something happen to you? And you're like, yeah, my number was called. But for some reason, changed their mind at the last minute. God was like, nah, we'll let him stay. It's fine. 800-821-9970. We did get a text from 6068. Said, when I was 10, I was headed home from school with my friends, standing on the corner of the street waiting for the light to turn. My friend all of a sudden grabs me from the back of my collar and yanked me to the ground. Like, yanked me backwards to the ground. First, I was a little mad. Then, not even a split second later, was when the semi-truck made the right-hand turn and drove her where I was going to be standing.
Damn.
He yanked him back in time. Yeah.
I mean, do you not even leave your house for a while after something like that?
You know, yeah.
Again, I always think of Final Destination. Like, death's going to find you.
Yep. Have you ever had a kind of a miracle survivor situation?
I would not say it's a miracle. I would say it's a close call.
Okay.
My sister and brother-in-law, they raised their kids on the island of Kauai. So I had the good fortune to be able to travel there multiple times. My first time to Kauai, the pressure changes during the flight caused me to have like a pretty bad case of vertigo for about 2 weeks. So I was only there for maybe 7 days. Vertigo the whole time. I mean, to a point of vomiting every day.
No.
Like I couldn't get it together. But I wanted to do the stuff we were going to do. We ended up taking a gorgeous hike on the North Shore, which has got some elevation. Very narrow, like ledges, very muddy. It's already hard enough without vertigo, but I'm trying to hold it together. And at one point I did fall near the edge, and these guys came by and they go, "You got to hydrate, man."
Thanks for the tip.
All right, hippies.
Right.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh, glad you didn't go over the edge.
I did not go over the edge, but I was like, yeah, this was a real bad call on my part to go on this hike.
Yeah. You don't want to be at that height with vertigo.
Yes.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Max from Grove City.
Hey, Max, are you a miracle survivor of some sort?
So it's actually my dad.
Okay.
This guy's cheated death so many times, it's crazy. The primary one was when he was 19 years old. He was hiking, and he was trying to put out of his way what he thought was a vine. It was a live power line.
Oh, my God.
What? A live power line? What?
He straight up died. His friend was an Eagle Scout. CPR brought him back to life. They made the local paper and everything.
No.
Oh, my God. Did he remain friends with that guy for the rest of his life? Like, that's your best bud right there.
Wow.
And then, this was 5 years later. We're in Grove City. He's out getting some wood out of his wood pile. He gets bit by a brown recluse and almost died.
Oh,
damn.
God. Yeah, your dad's been
Nobody
through
knew
it.
what was wrong with him. And, that's my dad. And then he's gotten through cancer twice as well.
My
he is
gosh.
a survivor.
Man's immortal.
Yeah. Yeah,
He really is. I hope I get some of that.
He's going to head up to heaven and be like, look, I'm taking over. This is my place now. I'm setting up shop. The rest of you guys are paying rent. That's unbelievable.
You really made my story sound so lame.
I appreciate the call, Max. Thank you so much. 800-821-9970. Are you a miracle survivor? Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Steven. How are you doing?
Steven, great. Thank you. Are you a miracle survivor of some sort?
I am.
What happened?
I fell 13 feet off of scaffolding working in construction, broke my back, broke both my legs, and cracked my head open, and was in vocational rehab for about a year and a half.
Whoa.
Really?
My gosh.
How much time were you just laid up? No use of your back and no use of your legs. How much time is that?
About a year and a half I was laid up. I was in my bedroom, chilling, eating chips and pop, playing video games for about a year and a half.
And then you said you were in vocational rehab, so there was some sort of head trauma there after cracking your head open?
Most definitely. I actually, it was during the COVID pandemic, so while I was going and getting doctor's notes and everything and getting paid, everybody else was laid off.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Okay,
harsh.
what part of your body hurts when it's going to rain? Like the whole thing, head to toe?
Probably most of it, probably my head.
Head, yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, you sound fine.
Yeah, I'm glad
That's
you're with us,
great.
man.
I'm just happy that it wasn't as severe as everybody thought it was, because because literally right when I got my head injury, I got back up and got straight back to work.
No. Wow. Is it true
I got
that
back up and got straight back to
when you go through something like that and you're laid up and such a severe injury really makes you look at things differently in life, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost definitely.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for the call, man. I hope you have a great one. Spence says, not necessarily a miracle survivor, but every day is a struggle. I'm a human target. I've had 7 cars totaled in one motorcycle. None of them my fault. When I was a kid, I was hit by 3 cars twice, walking and once on a bike. It's a miracle I'm alive. Yeah, you've been through it. You need to become Bubble Boy, Spence.
Are you sure it's not your fault?
After that many times, we got to start looking at the common denominator, don't we? You know, that's like me and engagement. Should I really be engaged?
Right.
It's like, can I blame it on anyone else? After 5, you got to start looking at the common denominator. Just saying. 800-821-9970. Are you a miracle survivor? Love to hear your story. 99.7 The Blitz. Are you a miracle survivor? What happened? How are you not supposed to make it out alive, but you did? Hayden, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What did you survive that you weren't supposed to?
So when I was younger, I started having stomach pains. So my mom was taking me to my pediatrician, and they kept sending us home. And then we would go to different hospitals, and they just kept sending me home because I was up and walking, and I could still function. Well, when we finally went down to Columbus, my grandma came, and she said that we refused to leave until they gave us a CAT scan because they were trying to send us home as well. Well, after they did that, they rushed back to the room because I had an abscess over the size of a grapefruit of infection that was about to bust. And they said if they would have sent me home that night, I probably would have died.
In a bus, you'd have got sepsis and you'd have been all over.
Damn.
Man.
Yeah. And they were going to send me home if my grandma didn't show up and say, we refuse to leave. I wouldn't be here.
That's crazy that an abscess that large, they couldn't feel. You know, you figure if you're going in for a doctor's appointment, where does it hurt? And they would kind of push on it or whatever, like your stomach area.
Yeah.
And they would feel something hard or something.
They kept ruling out, because it was appendicitis, but because I was walking, they're like, no, it can't be that.
Man, well, I'm glad you're still here.
Me too.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week.
Yeah, no problem. Me too.
Tim said when I was about 10 years old, I was trail riding my new mountain bike and found a sinkhole by running over it. I just hear the ground falling out from behind me, and I had to outrun the ground.
Whoa,
as
it's
it
a
was
movie.
sinking behind me. Yeah, right? Where you're outrunning the big hole.
It's a game
as
Pitfall.
it's expanding. That Pitfall, yeah. And then I love this one. Derek said, yeah, I'm a miracle survivor. We survived as 70s and 80s kids.
Yes. Yeah.
That is a fact.
For sure.
Right there.
I'm a miracle survivor.
What'd you do?
3 decades. My wife hasn't killed me yet. That is a miracle.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
A fraternity at Ohio State is suspended after a student was hospitalized following an event last Wednesday. There are no details on what happened. University officials say Pi Kappa Phi has been suspended, and both its national organization and police have been notified. Reports are the same fraternity was disciplined in 2020 for alcohol and endangering behavior, and in 2017 for hazing and alcohol use. Some of the nation's airports still seeing long wait lines as TSA officers continue to call out sick, despite President Trump signing a presidential memorandum ordering the Department of Homeland Security to begin issuing paychecks. The TSA workers have been required to work without pay for the past 45 days due to an ongoing fight between Democrats and Republicans over ICE and Border Patrol. White House Border Czar Tom Homan says that TSA officers' paychecks will hopefully arrive by today or tomorrow. 44 plus days of not getting a paycheck yet working.
That's crazy.
That's tough to swallow.
Yeah, that is very tough to swallow. Our very own John Glenn Airport made some national news because they came out and said, look, there is no need to arrive 3 to 4 hours early. We promise. 90 minutes will do the trick. Arriving too early can actually create longer lines when we do open because people are prepping for what they've heard and what they've seen, and saying spacing out arrival times helps keep things moving smoothly for everyone. So they recommend 2 hours for international flights, but 90 minutes will do the trick for a domestic flight. Now, here's the thing. I've been to John Glenn Airport a few times, and I've only been there the few times in the year or so that I've lived here. Never before have I been to John Glenn Airport before moving to Columbus. And it does, I usually in 10 minutes, right through security, no problems. And with everything going on, sure. But I'll tell you what, you go to LaGuardia, you go to Atlanta, you got there's some of these other airports,
Probably O'Hara.
Yeah, so I would be careful taking O'Hare, yeah. I'd be real careful taking the John Glenn Airport advice when it comes to all airports.
Yes.
But if you're flying out of John Glenn, you don't have to get there 4 or 5 hours early. 90 minutes will do you.
Yeah.
But depending on where else you're going to be,
where your connections are,
don't necessarily trust all those as only 90 minutes.
Right. We're still in peak spring break season, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the boys are on spring break this week.
Yeah. Okay. Philadelphia Phillies third baseman Alec Boehm is suing his parents, accusing them of quietly siphoning off millions while overseeing his money. In a lawsuit filed last week in Philadelphia, the 29-year-old alleges Daniel and Lisa Boehm set up multiple LLCs to hold his baseball earnings and then diverted funds for their own use. They came up with some cockamamie story, I guess, about how they needed to own 10% of whatever was going into I don't know what it was. Like, you need to sign over 10% to us, but it's all yours, but it's just for legal purposes so we can move money on your behalf. And he's like, okay, Mom and Dad, I totally trust you. He is suing for at least $3 million in damages and a full accounting of his parents' handling of his money. He wants every every I dotted and T crossed.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah. That's got to be so heartbreaking if your family. Like I've mentioned a couple times, a lot of people know this story. Dane Cook, his brother was his manager. Stole $22 million from him. Just siphoning off money. Made Dane Cook broke.
You feel like what? It's one level of pain when a stranger does it to you.
Yes.
It's another level when it's your family.
That's a whole nother level.
Root of all evil.
Yeah.
His parents deny any misappropriation. They say they are deeply saddened by these allegations.
All right.
Bohm has made about $20 million so far in his career. So that's quite a little pot of money to
If you're shocked and hurt by the allegations, go ahead and open up those books. Let's just take a real quick look, and then I will give you the biggest apology in the history of apologies.
Oh, th're sad about the allegations because they won't get any more money now.
Yeah.
Right. All right, those are your three things.
All right, if you're heading into work and you're just going, really just don't feel like doing any work today. Hope I can find something to distract me where it looks like I'm working, but I really don't want to do any work.
Yeah.
I got you covered, because this will have you at your computer typing so it looks like you're actually doing something. But what you're really doing is visiting the website profmusgrave.github.io/another day. I'll post it on our social medias. I'll post it on our Facebook page. So basically what you do is it's a single page website. You type in your birthday, and it tells you what is closer to your birthday than today.
Oh, no.
Like for me,
I don't want to play this game.
Like for me, I can tell you my birthday of March 21st, 1977 is closer to the Black Tuesday market crash on October 29th, 1929 than it is today.
Whoa. Oh, God.
Crazy to think that I am closer to the stock market crash known as Black Tuesday that kicked off, that horrible time in U.S. history.
Then I would say I'm closer to the Titanic sinking.
Well, let me, hold on. I did, because I asked Thick off the air when his birthday was. And I can tell you this, Thick, your birthday is now closer to women gaining the right to vote in the U.S.
Oh, for God's sake.
than it is today.
Wow.
Kelly, what's yours?
It's July 2nd, 7/2/1964. Uh-oh, lay it on me. Lay it on me.
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
Your birthday is now closer to the sinking of the Titanic than it is
She
today.
nailed it.
I knew it.
That's literally the fact that popped up.
Oh, that is too funny.
Let's see,
Wow.
there's a button that says another, so it will give you another fact. Let's see. Oh, no, that's just another date. Okay. Yeah, it will tell you. My birthday is now closer to D-Day from World War II than it was today. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're looking to kill some time, I'm going to let me copy and paste this real quick. I'm going to jump on our Facebook page right now and post this on our Facebook page. If you're looking to kill some time and find out what your birthday is closer to and really, really get you in the feels.
Here's another one of mine. In the U.S., Theodore Roosevelt ran on the Bull Moose party ticket. That's closer to me
your birthday than today.
The Bull Moose Party. Man, what is that?
No idea.
Oh,
no
gosh.
clue. If something's not even around anymore, and you're closer to it than actually today, yeah, getting up there for sure.
Good.
Yeah, please jump on the social medias and check out this website if you're looking for time to kill today. It's 997 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story comes out of Indiana, where a 41-year-old man by the name of Randall Baker was just arrested after he stole a semi-truck sitting out front of a liquor store. Happened to be the Bud Light semi-truck.
Aww.
Doing their delivery back on Friday afternoon. Unclear if he had some sort of master plan or if he was just really, really thirsty. But he refused to pull over when cops were chasing him down. And I'll tell you what, this isn't at the top, but I would definitely say top 10. This is in the top 10 of man dreams for me. We've got robbing a bank with a crew. We've got riding in like a monster truck and crushing vehicles. But stealing a semi-truck and being in a high-speed chase and just side-swiping cars. And I've always wanted to, like, do a fast turn in a semi-truck. You see it in the movies all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to roll it over, but maybe up on, like, the side wheels, and then it cranks back down. Like, being in a high-speed chase in a semi-truck is definitely up there.
I give you less than a mile before that thing is completely in a ditch turned over.
You think
less
so?
than a mile.
What?
100. Do you know how hard it is
I am a great
to drive
driver.
a semi?
I'll take that.
Here's my question, though. You bring up a good point, because not everyone can just jump into a semi-truck and drive it. So how is this guy able? Is he a former truck driver? Like, how did he know?
I mean, he can drive a standard, right?
No.
No?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, there are, like, U-Hauls used to be awful to drive, but they've made them super simple now where you just pull it into gear and it
they're
drives
automatic.
like a normal car.
Right.
Now, was this a more simplified version of a semi-truck? I don't know. But I know some of those semi-trucks get pretty complicated.
Aren't they all stick shift?
I think they're all stick shift, but you've got some that are 9 gears. You've got some where 1, 2, and 3 are over here, and 4, 5, and 6 are up here. Like, they're not all just like we grew up on the H or whatever.
Right.
So, anyways, he was just refusing to pull over, led them on to chase before eventually hitting a sheriff's vehicle and crashing into a field. No one was seriously injured. No word on how the beer is doing, because I know a lot of people are concerned about the beer. Randall's blood alcohol level was 0.103, which is obviously over the legal limit. He was charged with attempted murder, auto theft, criminal recklessness, resisting arrest, reckless operation of a tractor trailer, and a DWI. So he's going to be spending a little time behind bars there.
Spence said most big trucks are auto now. Another one just said most of them are now automatic.
Okay, so they're simplifying the process.
They're also governed, so you can't go over 65 miles an hour.
They now have governors on them. Damn.
Story number 2, we have got more thievery. This one, however, takes place, where does it say? Oh, this was overseas in Europe, where thieves made away with a semi-truck and 413,793 Kit Kat bars.
Oh, yeah.
Break me off a piece.
Yep. They took off in the truck February, March 27th. 12 tons of Kit Kat bars were stolen after they left a production site in Italy. They were headed towards Poland. And, sure enough, Nestle's like, we always encourage people to pick up a Kit Kat bar. Take a little break, but don't take off with 413,793 of them. That's a lot. Let's see here. The company said that the candy bars could be sold throughout unofficial channels in Europe, but it would be possible to track the stolen goods by scanning the unique barcode assigned to each individual bar, which I didn't know they had. I thought it was just a regular old bar scan for that product, but no, they have unique bars. So they are still on the lookout for the thieves and have not recovered the 12 tons of Kit Kat bars. Now, given a choice, Kelly, you're at the line. You got the 2 trucks in front of you, and this guy says you can get away with one or the other. You're taking off with the Kit Kats.
100%. What am I going to do with light beer?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bullet. A semi-truck full of Blue Moon, might take it. But Bud Light, I'm definitely taking the Kit Kats. Are you going for the beer truck or the chocolate truck? Thick.
I'm probably going for the Kit Kat if I'm just going to eat.
Okay.
I could maybe sell the beer cheap.
Could sell the beer cheap, that's true. But for personal consumption,
yeah, Kit Kat.
I'm taking off with the Kit Kat for sure. But you're not so breaking news. Well, I've shared the fact that we are gearing up and getting ready for a wedding. Nora and I are getting married September 4th, and she is doing the typical bride thing. She has joined a gym and wants to look her best in her wedding dress, which, I think is pretty typical.
Definitely.
Very.
So she has joined a gym, though, and it's not Planet Fitness or Lifetime where you go in and you do a workout. This is one of those places that has classes. It's a 1-hour class.
Oh, like Orange Theory or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because she needs to be yelled at. She needs to be motivated.
Oh, I'm with her. I need that too.
Yep. So this is a place that it's like a breakdown. It's like 20 minutes of spin, and then they do 20 minutes of weights, and then they do 20 minutes of yoga. So it's a 1-hour class, but you get that whole thing going. And there have been other places like this where you have to log in and you sign up for your classes for the week, and they only allow, I think, 25 people per class. So you got to make sure every week you're in there picking out the classes you want. Now these places, like a lot of gym memberships, they cost money, and some of these specialized gyms that do these classes can get a little on the expensive side depending on which package you bought. And our budget currently allows for her to sign up and take 2 classes a week. But she wants a little bit more. She wants a little bit more of a workout in there. She wants to go like 3 or 4 times a week. So she has decided her new plan. And that is, a lot of these places will have like, come to a class for free, or we'll give you like a free 1-week membership and see if you like it.
Yeah.
So she's going to keep her membership, but then once a week, she's going to find a new gym to check out.
Oh, she's using Kelly's streaming TV strategy.
Yes, you find a loophole and you exploit it for all it's worth.
Yes! So now she will get her 3 classes a week. It's just one of those classes are going to be at a different gym every single week. And I was like, you're supposed to be doing that.
Well...
I mean, you're doing it under false pretenses, but as am I with the streaming services. I'm getting a 1-week free trial because I don't want to sign up for what you're offering me, but I do think I could binge the show in 1 week.
In 1 week, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've done that to watch a particular movie or TV series, for sure.
Yeah.
And set the date in your calendar.
Yep.
Make sure to cancel this today.
That's right. Do it every time.
I'll tell you what, not only have I done that, but both of my stepsons have had free trials on different streaming apps. Because you give me an email address and I'm signing up for the free week.
You know how easy it is to get an email address?
Yeah. So I want to know, have you done this? Have you played the subscription game before? Have you gone in and signed up for a free trial knowing all good and well that you're not going to be?
And also, to be fair, there is a chance she might find a place she likes better
100%.
and can switch over. So it's
Absolutely.
not, she isn't, I don't know. She's using it for what it's meant to be used for.
Yeah.
Let's see how well we can do for you. And maybe you'll sign up with us.
Yeah, it's your job to sell me on it.
Right.
Show me how good you are.
Right.
Why should I leave my current gym if you want me to sign your membership?
Yeah.
I'm giving you the opportunity. You know, it's like they say that a lot about, we used to say that a lot in radio. If we were meeting with a new client and we had these ideas, we'd be like, look, we can get the people in the door. We can draw attraction to you. But you got to sell them on it. You want people in the door? You want eyes on your product? All right. Tell us why your product is so good and what we should be doing.
Doug texted in and said, gym memberships are the worst. I had a friend who literally had to get a note from his doctor so he could leave the gym he was at because the contract was so ironclad.
Some of those are so hard to cancel.
Wow.
I forgot which one it was, but one of them actually had a civil lawsuit. A class action lawsuit because they would not cancel memberships, and enough people stepped forward like, look, if I say I don't want the product anymore, I don't want the product anymore. That's all there is to it. Cancel my membership. I don't care what you're offering or what you're going to do or why you think I can't come to the gym anymore. I don't want to come, so I'm not going to come. Cancel my membership. It's absolutely insane. 800-821-9970 if you've played this little...
Every Pilates studio in Hilliard's going to see Nora coming now.
That's why she was yelling at... When she told me this, I grabbed my phone, which is what I do when she knows I want to talk about something on the show, and she was trying to slap the phone out of my hand. She's like, no, don't talk about this. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Good morning, it's Tristan.
What's up, Tristan?
And I heard you guys talking about canceling gym memberships, and I wanted to share this real quick.
Yes.
We had a membership with Anytime Fitness. Their rule was if you were within 25 miles of one when you moved, your plan still had to be active. When my fiance and I moved to Pickerington, we were 24.7 miles away, and they refused to cancel our membership.
What?
Oh, man. I would be so mad.
Membership for a full year and never used it because I wasn't driving my butt to Grove City.
Right. How can you refuse to cancel someone's membership? That just makes no sense to me whatsoever.
That's kind of criminal.
I appreciate the call, Tristan.
And I heard you guys talking about it. I have to.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great week.
Especially these days when your crap gets put online when you mistreat customers.
Oh,
man,
real
you get
quick.
blasted.
Real quick. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning, Goose. Tony.
What's up, man? Have you played the subscription game before?
Well, dude, I'm paying $70 to listen to you guys every month. So I pay $70 out of my pocket to listen to the Blitz.
Oh, somebody's ripping you off.
Yeah, radio's free. Radio's free, man. You got to find the app. You got to download the app for free right there in the App Store.
Yeah, you just go to theblitz.com and click listen
live. You can click
live.
listen live, download the app to your smartphone. Yeah, you got to get out of that, Tony.
Get rid of
That's
that,
a
man.
cancellation for sure. But we appreciate the call, man. I hope you have a great week. 800-821-9970.
Can I just say some side note real quick?
Yeah.
That Doug Rogers has said, I just realized that Nora's Aaron.
We've been saying
What?
that. We've been saying that since day one.
That's so wild.
You never realized that
Her
before?
name is Aaron. Her name is Nora.
Yeah. Oh, we've been saying that since the day
But
we
yours
met.
is AA, Ron.
There's two A's in there,
Yeah.
but it still works.
It works so well.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we were talking about doing some picture with like our names, back and forth or mirrored or something. We were trying to create something like that.
It's that darn extra A you've got.
It is. Yeah.
Now, this is a pro tip. Gustavo says he does it with Peacock. Every time I'm about to cancel, they offer me a $2 a month membership
Yes,
for a
they
year.
do. Yes, they will do that. A lot of those streaming services will offer discounts when you go to cancel.
And over Christmas, I got, I think, $3 a month for a full year on HBO Max.
Yes.
$3 a month.
That's a good deal.
It's ad supported,
It's
so
ad supported,
it sucks.
but still.
It's worth it.
Better
it's worth
than
the
$27.99.
Wow. That's right.
Absolutely. 800-821-9970. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. Have you done the free subscription game before?
I have before not had too many issues, but my ex-husband, we got separated, and he added my debit card to meetme.com and started a subscription.
Oh, that's first of all illegal. Was it hard to cancel the subscription once you were signed up?
No, I was able to cancel it. I got a new debit card, and my bank luckily refunded me the couple $1,000s that he racked up.
Good. You know what you should have
I
done?
thought you were just going to say you met a new guy
That's
and
what
got
I was going to
married.
say.
That would have been
you
the
should
best.
have AI'd a picture with you and a guy and put it on your social media and been like, yeah, meetup.com is like the best website ever. I met this amazing man who had a just wrench of manhood. And I'll tell you what, this guy does things that I've never done before. That's exactly what you should have put on social media. Missed opportunity.
I should have, but I did meet another man.
Oh, well,
years
perfect.
Later, and we've been married for 3 years almost.
I'm very happy for you. Thank you so much for the call. I hope you have yourself a great week. 800-821. Yeah, Jason says probably 10 accounts for Netflix.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Totally agree. Absolutely. 800-821-9970. It's 99.7 The Blitz. Another day, more AI information. When are we going to just take a pause? And here's the thing. Now AI is telling us stuff that we don't know. It's kind of putting the pieces together and connecting the dots to give us the best possible explanation for things that we can't explain. And this one could be the first ever of its type. It's a 1700-year-old board game.
Oh.
Now, here's the deal. For decades, there's been a chunk of carved limestone in a Dutch museum. Looked a lot like some sort of board game. That's what all the experts had thought.
Jumanji.
And it was. I'm saying, but if it was, no one could figure out how it might work. Again, about 1,700 years old, so they really couldn't ask anyone, hey, how do you play this game? They tried to analyze the markings, but they really weren't getting anywhere on this, carved out limestone. So archaeologists and computer scientists fed it into AI, and it came up with several possibilities, but it looks like the most, highly rated possibility is it's like a blocking game where one player is trying to trap the opponent's pieces so they can no longer move, basically. Trying to fortify your movements and block them in.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. It's not 100% guarantee, but if it is, it could be the earliest relic of this type of game when, we start playing board games against each other. Now, here's the intriguing takeaway from this. They're getting to the point where scientists could just walk through museums, show it to AI, show it a bunch of stuff that we don't understand yet, and it will connect the dots in a way that we might not think about. So again,
I like that use for AI.
That's a good part of AI.
I do, but it's also teaching AI how to think more and to work around ways the human brain is thinking.
That's the point,
again,
isn't it?
but aren't we kind of setting it up so it's going to start analyzing humans in a way that we can't figure out, and that's how they're going to take over.
Right.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, that's not a good thing.
Well, that's the end game, no matter what.
That's where we're headed, and that's why we got to pump the brakes. Stop teaching AI new things. Let's master what we have and all the applicable uses for it now without making it even smarter yet.
I'll sit back and talk to the news director for, 15 minutes or so, have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, and we'll both be trying to think of something. I'm like, don't get your phone. We have to use our brains.
Got to figure it out on yourself.
Like, however long it takes us, we have to come up with an answer ourselves.
And that's the other thing, as we creep closer and closer to idiocracy and not having to think on our own. Just pump it in, and it'll just give us the information. We don't have to use our brain power at all. It'll just start coming to us automatically. I mean, it's going to be a time where, meta glasses are going to get to the point where the part that tucks behind your ears is going to have like two little sensors. And the instant you have a thought, it's going to pop up on your Google Lens right there.
Yeah, you're not going to put your glasses on. You're going to plug them into your head.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be about it. Where it just starts brain scanning you, and you'll just see all the information pop up right on your Google Lens there in front of you. Pump the brakes, people. I'm telling you. Computer scientists, pump the damn brakes. 997 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Very cool thing. The Columbus Symphony celebrating its 75th anniversary this year. And as part of the celebrations, they will be playing at New York's Carnegie Hall on October 28th. That is very exciting. The symphony will perform the Carnegie program at the Ohio Theater on October 23rd and 24th. You can get more information at columbussymphony.com. The crew of the Artemis II moon mission is in quarantine ahead of Wednesday's planned launch from the Kennedy Space Center. The 4 astronauts arrived Friday to prepare for the upcoming mission. NASA astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Koch will be joined by Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen for Wednesday's launch. The Artemis crew will fly a NASA Orion spacecraft on a 10-day mission around the moon and back to Earth. I guess tons of spectators are headed there.
Really?
To check it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's kind of neat. Winding down with music may help ease anxiety. As we all know, but who doesn't love music? But researchers in Canada say there is a specific time frame that works the best, a specific amount of time. A clinical trial found that listening to specially designed music for 24 minutes that is the perfect amount of time to reduce anxiety symptoms. Now, this music is curated. It's calm. It is personalized to your mood and your preferences.
Okay.
But feature very low tempo sounds. So you're not doing driving hard heavy metal. You are doing just this low tempo, calm music. And then it's paired with auditory beat stimulation, like those binaural beats. It's a sound pattern that gives you different frequencies in both ear.
That makes sense, yeah.
So it sort of messes around with your brain to calm it down, to have it focusing in the right areas, to be, ridding you of your anxieties.
Which seems like
on these beats.
The same music they would play inside of a massage parlor or something while you're sitting in the waiting room.
So when you're done, it's like, here comes the anxiety right back.
Right. Yep. I mean, I think a lot of people listen to music to go to sleep, but scientifically perfected music makes perfect sense.
Have you ever heard those binaural beats? It's very interesting, and it does sort of take all your brain focus to what is happening in your ears.
I have not, no. But I have mentioned this before, and I do notice my white noise machine on my phone, my app that I use, if I lay on one side, I hear just the white noise. But if I lay on my other side, I hear this underlying, like, wing, wing, wing. Like, I hear the fan,
it's two
but I
sounds.
also hear like this underlying sound, and it's so strange because it only happens when I lay on one side.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they embed
I wonder.
one of these little things in it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. So,
All right, those are your 3 things.
all right, hopefully things have gotten straightened out. I know there have been talks over the weekend that there was a bill signed, and we are going to get TSA funded. They're going to start getting paid. Hopefully a lot of them come back to work or they hire more, and these lines are cut down at the airports that we've been seeing all over the news. However, our very own John Glenn International Airport was making some headlines throughout the weekend saying, look, you don't have to show up 4 hours early. 90 minutes is plenty. In fact, the people that are showing up so early are actually making the lines longer because you're in the area you're not supposed to be in when you're not supposed to be there. So if it was more staggered,
right,
things would move smoother.
That makes sense.
And wait times would be lower. So, not to mention, maybe you've got this group of people that are in line for their 7 p.m. flight, and then people behind them are in line for their 5:30 or 6 p.m. flight. You're keeping them from getting where they need to be, so it's just making things a bit more difficult. Now, would this work at every single airport? Probably not. John Glenn International Airport, it's a major airport, but it's definitely not in the largest of all airports. I mean, Atlanta, O'Hare, DIA in Denver, LaGuardia.
LAX.
Yeah. I don't know if 90 minutes is going to get you through some of those lines.
I was watching interviews with just random people who were waiting, and this woman, they were talking to this one woman, she said they had been in line for 3 hours, and they were told it was going to be another 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
They said F it and just canceled their vacation and went home. Oh, that's like...
That would be frustrating.
Man...
That would be frustrating for sure.
I don't know. I know what here in Columbus out at CMH, there were some pictures and video came out of this crazy line they had out there. They said that was taken at the absolute busiest time of the morning, and that is not
typical.
That's not typical outside of that time, and that's why people started panicking.
But if you're going away for, let's say you leave Friday afternoon, you took half a day off work on Friday, right? Yeah. So you want to fly out, you're going to get to your location 4 or 5 p.m. in time to check into your hotel, get changed, do a nice dinner, night out, whatever. You got all day Saturday to hang out, and then Sunday your flight leaves at 2 p.m., let's say.
Right.
With the way things are going, you're going to be waiting in TSA lines almost as long as your entire weekend getaway would be. So is it worth it, or do you go back home and just say, F it, we're just going to stay home for the weekend? Like, it's one of those things to really kind of think about. So, anyways, John Glenn is telling you if you're flying out of Columbus, 90 minutes will do you good. You're fine. Just be leery depending on where you're going. It might not be that way at every airport.
I'll tell you what, though, when this happened the last time, all of the TSA workers who did not miss a day, remember they got those nice bonuses?
Yes.
They, by God, better do that again.
I would hope so, because this one's even longer.
Yeah, they better give them a bonus again.
And these $10 gas cards or $10 Buffalo Wild Wing cards.
Right.
You got to do a little bit better than that. Yes. Thank you very much for the ones that are showing up with no pay. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, time to learn you some stuff on a Monday morning and make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Little tidbits of information you can take with you. Like, did you know a lot of presidents have made changes to the White House? There's a one-lane bowling alley in the White House basement, which was added by Richard Nixon in 1973. There's actually another 2-lane bowling alley in the West Wing that was built by President Truman. But that one's been moved to the Executive Office building, which is also on the White House compound, but in a different area. Sometimes they add a little something they need for entertainment.
Yeah. There's a basketball court. Did Obama add a basketball court?
Yeah.
He did add
yes.
that.
Yeah. Yep. Did you know honeybees can tell time and can experience jet lag? Like their body revolves on a clock, much like we do.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
A bee with jet lag. Really want to go to that flower, but I'm just so damn tired right now. In fact, they probably wouldn't even get to the Z part. The buh. Stop and burr.
No buzz, just buh.
Yeah, buh, yeah. Did you know that it would take a sloth roughly 6.6 hours to travel a mile?
Oh, my God.
Man, they're slow. We can walk
That's
in
faster than I thought, though.
We can walk in about 20 minutes or so.
But that is actually faster than I thought.
Really?
Yeah. I just seemed like that would take a whole day.
I'd be really mad.
Watch one,
there was that time that I found this sloth. And it was in the middle of the road. So I picked it up and I moved it.
Where were you?
Yeah. I was in Colorado or something. And I picked up and I moved the sloth out of the road. I didn't want it to get killed.
Right.
So I went home And 10 days later, I got a knock on my door. He answered. He was like, "What the hell did you do that for?"
I was almost
I was almost home. I was almost home. Did you know? He said he had a lot more choice words. I just can't say them on the radio. They're angry little bastards. I don't know that.
Well, you move them backwards.
Yeah.
As long as it takes them to get to one spot, then you move them backwards. Yeah, I'd cuss you out too.
10 days later, it was crazy. What really caught me off guard was the knock at the door. So stupid. How do we have jobs? So stupid.
Because of this?
Yeah. Did you know that even though Stephen King came up with the idea for The Shining in a hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, which I've been to the hotel before.
Yeah.
Very cool hotel, the Stanley Hotel. The movie version, Stanley Kubrick, when he made the movie version, and he was based in Colorado at this hotel, the exterior shots over the Overlook Hotel in the movie were actually of the historic Timberline Lodge in Oregon below Mount Hood there. Yeah. And finally, did you know that the entire U.S. interstate highway system cost $114 billion to construct? Now, that's about $660 billion in today's dollars.
You mean like initially?
Yes.
Okay.
It contains nearly 50,000 miles of roads, and 93% of them are toll-free. You know, the ones where you jump on a toll. Man, that always ticks me off when I catch a toll road unexpectedly. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, man, come on.
I didn't even know it. Like in Texas, we rented a car, and it's got whatever in it. It's all automatically done. Yeah. And so I had a bill on my card, and I'm like, what is this?
The hell?
And I finally up and I go, oh, that was a toll road.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it.
Automatically charge you. There you go, learning some stuff on a Monday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.